Hi, this is Maddie, and I'm going to go over my differentiated center. So basically my center is a sorting activity. I address the standards of identifying and describing measurable attributes in Kindergarten 1. My second standard is Kindergarten 2, comparing two objects measurable with measurable attributes, such as like I have more of this color and more or less of that color. I also picked Kindergarten Standard 3, which is classifying objects into categories and count the number of each object. That way, they're getting both sorting and working with numbers. So for my low level center, my low level learners, they're going to be giving pre-made centers. And I made them based on color, but you can use any type of object such as counting bears and shapes. And these can be real manipulatives, or they could be objects that they make in the classroom. Like you could tell them to make squares and color them in. You can tell them to make circles, color them in. You can give them 3D shapes. You could give them different types of food, like separate the cheddar goldfish from the pretzel goldfish, and so on and so forth. But for this, I cut out little teddy bears of each color to use as a demonstration. So my first one says blue, so I'm going to find my blue bear. And my second category is yellow, so I'm going to find my yellow bear. And then once, obviously you'd go on further, and once all the objects are sorted, they would have to count them all up and write how many is in each category. For the second category, for the middle level learners, they would come up with their own categories to sort the objects by. But for the purposes of sake of time, I did the same thing, but I did it by cool colors. So maybe they went over an art recently that they were going over cool colors, and they wanted to sort by cool colors. And the objects I have, they would do the same thing, purple and blue, and once they have all, they count them up, and they'd count them up and determine how many they are by writing. For the low level learners, they could draw their sort on their paper instead of writing about it, where the middle level will have to write numbers for it. And then again, for the sake of time, I made a high level learner sheet too, but they can make their own categories how they please, like the middle group. And then again, they would sort. So I did this one by red, orange, and yellow. They would again count them up, see how many there are, and this time though they could make an equation. So they can make a math equation saying there are 3 red bears and 2 blue bears, and add them up and see how much they have total. Or they can write a sentence simply as there were 3 yellow bears in this pile. And each and I think that's it.